Biomart. Protein quantification is divided into total quantification method of whole protein and individual quantification method of specific protein according to its purpose. It is an indispensable part of biological experiments. In order to verify the success of cell lysis, or to compare or standardize multiple samples for parallel experiments, protein cytolysis should be performed for protein quantification. In order to determine protein yield, the purified protein should be quantified. In order to label the purified protein with biotin or reporter enzyme, the protein sample should also be quantified to ensure that the labeling reaction is carried out at the appropriate chemical concentration. Creative Biomart. Quantitative analysis of proteins is an area of analysis often involved in biochemistry and other life sciences. Accurate and reliable quantitative analysis of proteins in samples is a very important task in biochemical experiments. Protein is a very important biological macromolecule. It has many kinds of structures, heterogeneous structure, large molecular weight and different functions. This brings a lot of concrete difficulties for the establishment of an ideal and versatile method for quantitative protein analysis. Creative Biomart. There are many methods for determining protein content. According to physical properties, UV spectrophotometry. According to chemical properties, Kjeldahl method, BRA method, Folin phenol reagent method, Lowry method, BCA method, colloidal gold method. According to the nature of dyeing, Kouamasi blue staining, silver staining. According to other properties, fluorescence method. Creative Biomart. Protein quantitative analysis is also involved in many fields and industries of production research, and is the most common method in biology, food testing and adulteration, clinical testing, diagnosis of diseases and quality testing. There are many methods for protein quantification, 5 of which are more common, namely Bradford method, Bradford spot test, Kouamasi spot test, ultraviolet spectrophotometry and BCA method. Of course, the conditions for each method are different. Creative Biomart. Bradford method. This method is quite accurate for most protein quantification, especially for small molecule polypeptide quantification, such as ribonuclease or lysozyme. However, a concentration of the detergent exceeding 0.2% affects the quantitative results, such as Tridunx 100, SDS, NP40 and so on. Bradford spot test. This method is particularly useful for detecting elution components to localize protein eluates. For example, the strength of the adsorption force of the eluate is detected. Creative Biomart. Kouamasi spot test. This method is particularly useful for detecting elution components to localize protein eluates. For example, the strength of the adsorption force of the eluate is detected. Ultraviolet spectrophotometry. Protein UV absorbance is the fastest of all protein quantification methods. Readings are typically taken at 280 nm light wavelength. Its maximum absorbance at 280 nm light wavelength is mainly determined by the presence of tyrosine and tryptophan. Absorption at the wavelength of 205 nm light is also commonly used. Its maximum absorbance at 205 nm light wavelength is mainly determined by the peptide chain, although amino acids also have an effect. In addition, one major advantage is that the sample is not damaged when the protein concentration is determined. Creative Biomart. BCA method. Characteristics of BCA method. 1. High sensitivity. The lower limit of detection concentration reaches 25 μg/milliliters. The minimum detection protein amount reaches 0.5 μg, and the sample volume to be tested is 1-20 μl. 2. Determination of protein concentration is not affected by chemicals such as detergents in most samples, and can be compatible with up to 5% SDS in samples, 5% Triton X100, 5% between 20, 60, 80. 3. There is a good linear relationship in the concentration range of 20-2000 μg/milliliters. 4. The coefficient of variation of different protein molecules is much smaller than that of Kawamasi brilliant blue. 5. Effect of chelating agent and slightly higher concentration of reducing agent, ETA is less than 10 mm, DTT is less than 1 mm, and mercaptophenol below 1 mm. Creative Biomart. Collected by Creative Biomart. Creative Biomart. Contact information. Email, contact@creative-biomart.com. Website, www.creativebiomart.net. Address, 45-1 Ramsey Road, Shirley, New York 11967, USA. Contact us.